You know what I came up with, the comparison I drew? I feel like right now, society, particularly the United States, do you remember the magic eye drawings?
No.
So they were almost like blotter prints of like different colors and shit. And if you stared at it long enough, there'd be like a sailboat. There'd be like a hidden image, right? And I feel like for a lot of people right now, we're seeing the hidden image, right? With the massive increase in communication technology and a kind of a golden age of learning, a lot of us are staring at this thing. And we're going, oh my God, a sailboat. Well, as you know, well, maybe you don't know, but growing up, having those magic eye drawings, there was always those kids in the classroom who couldn't see it, right? No matter how long they stared at those dots, they never saw the sailboat, and they got pissed. They're like, you're fucking with me. There's no sailboat. And they're like, no, there's a sailboat, though. No matter how long they look at it, they can't see it, right? And they would get angry. Well, we live in a time now where even though you're wrong, there's someone who's making a living buttressing your bad ideas.
Oh, for sure.
Where they're like, all of a sudden, instead of people being like, no, there's a sailboat. You can, now you have people who make it like Tucker Carlson's like, people want to sell you that there's a sailboat. You and I both know that there's no sailboat. And they go, that's right. There is no sailboat. I knew they were gaslighting me, these assholes. And then what he does, he's like, oh, and by the way, no sailboat. You agree with that? And they're like, yeah, I agree with that. And he's like, also, Bill Gates preying on fetuses, putting microchips in you. And he's like, well, he was right about the sailboat. So, I mean, Bill Gates probably a vampire, too. And he's like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
also Afghan immigrants. They're
right. And then it just starts building. They're like, well, if he's right about the sailboat and he's right about Bill Gates and he's right about Afghans. Yeah. They're trying to put my daughter in a veil.
That's right.
They want to put her in a burqa.
Which is really interesting because, And
she's got great tits. The world should know about them.
This is... The funny part of that is, of course, Muslims in America are more progressive on LGBT issues and just more progressive in general than white evangelical Protestants. And whenever I say this, in like a higher percentage of Muslim Americans believe in like marriage equality and things like that than a percentage of white evangelical Protestant Christians. So, and the white evangelical Protestant Christians run the fucking shit, okay? They're the ones who are pushing for the abortion laws and all this other stuff. It's not the Muslims that are doing that. So it's rather ironic that, the conservatives that are, pushing for our version of the Taliban here in America are like, we don't want those immigrants coming because they're conservative. They can't live with our way of lives. I mean, they never say conservative. But they say they're backwards.
The baseline is this. Instead of these people just admitting that they're not very high functioning, like they're not very supremely cognitive, and just sit back and let smart people kind of run the nation and the things that should be run by
undemocratic.
Yeah, what they're doing is basically going, well, I need answers. And you know what? I can't understand global warming. Too many numbers there. But I can understand a child being sold on Wayfair.com as a sex object. You know what I mean? Like, so like these conspiracies and these like insane things, it's easier for them to, it's mythology.
It's a fun story.
It's modern mythology.
It's a fun story because like, it's boring if I were to tell you like, yeah, of course the government is working at the behest of wealthy benefactors and they literally get together and openly talk about it in like what is known as summits.
Snoozeville.
Like, or
put me to sleep.
Yeah, or scientists.
Where are the vampires, Hasan?
That's what I'm saying. I want to kind of like sell it as a conspiracy a little bit, just like feed people dialectical materialism as a conspiracy. But The other part of it is scientists are boring.
If you could just sell that critical race theory made penises slightly bigger, they would fucking teach it everywhere.
That's never gonna work. They're lying to you. Yeah, I mean that's true. It's like you just got to dumb down your rhetoric. I think in many ways, and I do very well because I'm an idiot. So
there you go.
I try to do that as best as I can.
I'm saying it, dude. I've been drinking pre-workout already. I'm ready to run through a brick wall, baby. Okay.